Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are picking back up from where we left off last night. We got to the point where we had just jumped Pisswash Gully, and now we are going to be heading over to talk to Shep Sanders and hopefully get a little bit more information of where we need to go from here. I mean, honestly, we're not going to lie to ourselves. We know exactly where we need to go. But in spirit of following the game, we got to go get a little bit more direction. Yeah, just because you're that doesn't mean you're good. Actually, let's sell some stuff. So it is another beautifully rainy, overcast day here in Washington. I know a lot of people are probably going to say that I'm crazy, but I absolutely love this weather. It's nice, low-key, and, well, it kind of just makes everybody mellow out just a little bit. So that, and I'm from the West Coast, so this type of weather is always really nice. I like it. Ah, that's right, I didn't get this.
Always room for more loot.
Explosions, cool. So this is one thing that I thought was always kind of interesting. This encampment is the only one that does not respawn enemies. As soon as you, I believe as soon as you kill the inhabitants of it, they don't respawn.
I'm greeted with silly nursery rhymes and slack-jawed soliloquy about a man who knew a man who knew a man. They drift off into a stupor where I half imagine they're drunk or brain damaged and are unaware of my continued presence. If I believed in hell, I would contemplate how it compared to Pandora. Ironically, such a belief would align me with these Neanderthals.
But you wouldn't be wrong. There we go. Ooh, that's actually a purple. I'll run you over, shoot you. That's a purple. Looks like a class mod, maybe a gun. Class mod, cool. Heavy gunner, not bad, but it's a level 28. And just doesn't have the stat boosts. So, ain't gonna use it. Alright, Sheppy Shep. 500 XP. Cool. So I've never actually used a Shock Trooper class mod before. And if you have watched any of my older videos, you'll know that I've never really used a lot of electric-based weapons either. I really like the elemental effect, I guess animation that it gives. But yeah, I really don't use shock weapons too much. I think a lot of the elements in this game are misbalanced. Like, I believe corrosive is by far the strongest element in this game. It seems to have almost a compounding effect. And where are you going? Oh, because it's going off of the orientation of the front of my car. Okay, that makes a lot of sense then. I was like, why is it not showing the enemies on my map? Or in front of me? But, go ahead and looking at it, yeah. Alright, so, we're gonna put you there. And then we'll just kind of kite the area a little bit. That's kind of rude. Got some cover.
That's another one.
this is not the greatest. Cool.
Target hit.
Didn't realize y'all were cannibalistic. Yeah, 'cause they talk about that. But you know, you never see any bodies or anything like that. Okay.
Get your ass gone.
Leave that there. Cool. Yeah, having a decent turret really does help level the
It's
playing
like
pool.
having another soldier on the field.
Level it slash helps kind of draw aggro. Not bad. It would be nice if you could have more of a versatile Vault Hunter. Because, like, Lilith, I think, has the best build. Because she can work on... I think she is able to boost her DPS the best. Because not only can she increase her velocity, she can increase her fire rate, she can increase the ability to get elemental effects. And, like, don't get me wrong with Roland, it's really good. Like, impact, of course. Sentry is... it's auxiliary damage. This is, you know, just another facet to improve this, specifically shotguns. And then, of course, Metal Storm further augments that. And then, of course, Assault will do the same because, you know, better magazine size and recoil reduction. So, I mean, it's cool, but it's like it's specifically catered to gun damage, which is not bad.
Only to be ambushed by local wild.
And actually, instead of... so mag size, of course, will definitely go into that. And I don't ever really use grenades specifically. They're, again, kind of like, okay, I'm going to throw this out there just for a little bit of crowd control, but it's not like the converge skill, you know, something that will have an effect that brings all the enemies together. I think sirens or any ability or any character that draws the ability to place large amounts of DPS through dots benefits the most over things like that because it's in a centralized location, and from there, you know, you just hopefully get the benefit that you need. But other than this, Roland always has kind of, to me, played as a support gunner because, and not just because of his his actual calm of a support gunner.
And I grieve for none of them.
But he is something to me, I believe, that, you know, you can put out the Scorpio, and you're an aid station, you can provide ammo regen.
I noticed the emissive glow on the rocks.
So, to me, he is definitely an awesome supplementary character. Okay, wait, y'all. Yeah, 1 XP? No thanks. Alright, so that... I think there was 2 I could turn into him. Yeah. The rack. There we are. Another level. So... I don't know if I want this because if I do that... Killing an enemy, increase health regen for you and your friends. So this is yet another stat, or another skill that would just make him an invaluable member to a team. I mean, constantly killing enemies. I mean, of course, you'd have to make sure that Roland or potentially his Scorpio would be the one doing the killing, would make him invaluable. But revive. So this, I don't have a whole lot of experience using the Scorpio turret as a revival source. I don't know if it's like, hey, you throw your Scorpio down on top of the person, and then it has just a singular chance. So I'm guessing that it's a 14% revival chance per skill point, which would ultimately make it about 7. Well, it would make it 70% revival chance. And then if you had, say, a calm that applied supplemental skill points to revive, so potentially getting it to 100%. I don't know if that's like a one-time Nova effect that would cause a potential revival chance. Oh, hey, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you joining in for some Borderlands. So yeah, I don't know if this happens as a one-time effect or if it happens a couple times through the duration of the Scorpio being deployed. I mean, I kind of attribute it to Maya's revival, where she can utilize her skill as a nurse class in Borderlands 2, and as long as you're in her reticle, she could bring you back up. But for DPS wise, I don't think that Roland is, you know, the guy who's always going to be winning the match. He's going to be the guy who is going to be building your health consistently back up. The guy who constantly has the aid station providing the heals and things like that, and also stockpile and ammo dumps as well. But definitely is not some slouch in a match. I think you can arrive once per turret deployment. Okay, so I definitely appreciate you weighing in on that, because whenever I'd play as Roland, I always operate as a support class. Maya is usually my go-to character in this game, just because I absolutely love having a DPS character built around dots. I love the elements in this game, especially being able to throw corrosive flame and sometimes shock. Shock is usually, it's not as long-lived as the other two are, but shooting an enemy after that with just a stat, like a neutral gun, and having 3 sets of dots pouring out of an enemy will usually drop that enemy in a matter of seconds, even if it's a big guy. And so, especially when you start encountering people like the Lance, is really nice, because one thing that I was remarking on prior to you joining, by the way, thank you very much for stopping in. I always love to engage with people, especially when I'm talking about Borderlands, or actually any game for that, rather. But I like Maya the most, because not only can she focus on doing revivals and things like that, and actually not even Maya. Lilith sadly lacks this ability. Or maybe she doesn't, I can't remember. But she does fantastic in DPS, and still has the ability to do heals. Roland is always my go-to for a support gunner, because he benefits himself, but also benefits the entire party. Brick's kind of that guy that just goes out and just, well, punches the shit out of everybody, which, it's fun. And Mordecai, I've tried to like him, I've tried to play him. I like him as a story character, but as for a playable Vault Hunter, I don't ever really play as him. So, in this Borderlands, who do you usually like to play as? I've had a couple people say that they usually also go for Sirens. I haven't got a whole lot of bricks, but I do get a lot of people that absolutely adore Mordecai and Bloodwing. And sadly, you're coming into me effectively starting my second playthrough. Probably from here and up until Firestone, the game's a little bit boring, and I already did Jacob's Cove, so sorry you didn't get to be here for that, but I love the fantastical DLCs. Like, I know the entire game is all fantasy based. I mean, look at it. It's the equivalent of Fallout 4. Like, there's not a single driving car, but you have sniper rifles that shoot ray guns that will also do poison damage. Like, it's just goofy, but I love it. Have you had a chance to play the Tiny Tina's game? Stock transport gunner, rifleman, gunslinger. Okay, none. Are you talking about for this game or for all of the Borderlands in general? I really do like the Nox DLC though.
Efficient and effective. Mowing them down.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see what level that's gonna be at. So what I was talking about last night, the reason why I've because I play on PS3 and Borderlands 1 and 2. Okay, I didn't know that you played on PS3. That's really cool. I actually have Borderlands 1 and 2 as well on the PS3. Let's see. Yep, sure enough. Alright, let's try it out. I can't remember. It was... The pre-sequel was available, yeah, on Borderlands 3. That's correct. Okay. I've seen that intro too many damn times.
You are late. We must speak immediately, but I'm afraid for my own security, and therefore you must.
So this is just my opinion.
Talk to the mechanic. He knows where to find me.
If you haven't played Borderlands 3,
don't touch him if you ever want to eat with your hands again.
I would not say that you're really missing anything, just for the simple fact that... Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna try it anyways. Borderlands 3, if you haven't played it yet, is just... It is not... I'm not a fan of it. I really don't like the fact... Thank you, Scooter. I don't really like the fact that the enemies level alongside you, and there's only one playthrough. Now, it's not like Borderlands 2. Yes, Claptrap, just let me get it. Like, it allows for you to... or the enemies to level up alongside you, which is cool. And it's not quite as difficult as UVHM is. But there's also only one playthrough. And to me, that just... Not really a big fan of that. Oh shoot, yeah, this is gonna suck.
If you would like information about purchasing a crew of this kind, contact the wholesale department. Atlas, the power of the gods, in your hand.
Yeah, this is gonna be... I'm gonna have to come back to this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get probably a couple levels before I come back and do this. But yeah, Borderlands 3, it has a really good story to it. But the fact that you can only do one playthrough just makes it... It's just largely unappealing to me. But, so Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, if you liked the bunkers and badasses, then you are absolutely going to love Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I don't know if they will ever make it for the PS3, but if you get a chance to play it, you will fall in love. I got it for my PS4, and it is so much fun. Like, it's literally, you are playing bunkers and badasses. Like, you get to create, you actually get to create your character. You get to, well, it's a gameplay spoiler alert, but you get to pick a class, and then later on the road, you get to pick your secondary class, and it's just, yeah, it's so much fun. You get to build your tabletop figurine. You get to do color schemes. The story is great. It's definitely a game that I'm going to be playing here, but I've already uploaded videos on my YouTube. And let me see. Yep. So if you go to my About, or just below this, has my YouTube channel there, Just Here to Game. I already have, that was actually, I think, one of the first series of videos that I did, and if you do watch it, just please know that in the beginning all I had was a laptop and a capture card, so I didn't have a webcam, I didn't have a microphone, and I was... Like, my laptop was an i3 processor. Like, it was pretty bad. So just know that if you do watch any of those videos for the first beginning, it's just a gameplay. But if you've never seen any gameplay of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, you'll pretty much get to see a complete gameplay playthrough, side quests, and yeah. But down the road, I'm going to be gaming more of... I'm going to do Borderlands 2. I'll be allowing people to do a poll of what character they want me to play as, what build they want me to do, because primarily I like Salvador. If I'm not using Maya, Salvador is my go-to. And he's a lot of fun. Like, honestly, I've beaten the entire game with all the characters. And kind of like Mordecai, I never really was a huge fan of Zero. Like, I understand his boar skill is... It can't be matched. Like, if you're able to get the setup done, like, Boar can kill the raid bosses with... Your main is Zero. Okay. One of my buddies, his main is also Zero, and he has showed me doing some of his Boar skills. I think, yeah, it was Hyperius. So he pretty much showed me how he went ahead. Oh, that's not going to be good. He pretty much showed me how... OP2? Okay. Wait, so... I don't know if you got this, but there's been an update where the level cap is now... The level cap is level 80 OP10. So I don't know if you're aware of that or have that update, but that's currently what it is. I just figure if you have the ability to get those, then please do, because I mean that's 8 more skill points and more classes. Really? Okay. So, I have Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel on PS3, but when I went to the Middle East for some work, I took my Switch with me, and let's see. Yeah, so they came out with a Game of the Year edition, and let me see. Where is it? Yep, had this, and you know, just all the other Borderlands. But there were updates all the way up to level 80, OP10, which was really cool because, like I said, it gives you access to more skill points, things like that. And there is another edition, which is the fight for New Haven. And it's pretty much another faction that is trying to take over New Haven. So, just another thing to add on. It also brings in another variant of weapons, and currently the names are escaping me. Effervescent, I think. Yeah, I think they're called Effervescent. Alright, I got BL1, Game of the Year, and BL2 by the... Very cool. See, a lot of people don't like the pre-sequel. I don't know if it's because it was produced by 2K Australia, but one, I love the character selection. So you get to play as Athena, if you did not know. Wilhelm, you play as Nisha, the Lawbringer, who is also Jack's girlfriend in the future. And then, you know, Claptrap. You also get to play as Aurelia, Hammerlock's sister, and also Jack's doppelganger. But it is kind of a hallway simulator, and it feels a lot like Borderlands 1 to me, as in the landscape is always kind of the same. I mean, you are on the moon, but it's a very similar color palette as they utilize the darks. Every Borderlands? Okay. Sorry, I get super animated about this game. I'm super excited about Borderlands. It's one of my favorite franchises. I think only second to Legend of Zelda. So my main game that I'm streaming right now, this is just something I do on the side when I have some time, is Skyward Sword. So I've never played that before, but I've pretty much already played all the other Legend of Zeldas, and currently I'll be playing a Legend of Zelda game, and then I'll go and play a different game. So after I do Skyward Sword, I'll go play another kind of small game, say like, I don't know, Cuphead, or, you know, a South Park game, or, you know, something that'll be like a week long, maybe an old school game that I can afford in.
I'm out of mag.
Oh jeez. So I definitely need more ammo. But, no, I'm very new at streaming, so for the time being, I'm just kind of trying to find my feet, but also just kind of enjoy what I'm doing, because I like playing games, but I also like interacting with people, just people who are like-minded. So actually, I have a question for you. So this was actually a topic of conversation last night. Shotguns in this game. to me, I think that, or not shotguns, rocket launchers. I have found only one that is seemingly worth a damn, and that is the Nikita, which is, it's a legendary, and you pretty much get it dropped from Cromarax. Other than that, rocket launchers are, yeah, dirt butt. Okay, good. Glad we have a similar stance on that. So like, yeah, you get into Borderlands 2, and you get stuff like the Mongol, the Norfleet, the Hive. Like, you get the Norfleet like 34 million times 3. Like, yeah, worth its weight for sure. But then you get stuff like this, and yeah, the overall damage rating is super good, but that's if it hits you. If it's splash damage, then it's, you know, a percentage. And I don't know. I think they meant well with what they were trying to do, but top me up. I can't recall that. I guess I don't use rocket launchers very much. Like, it sounds familiar, but I can't place it. But I had one, and I think it was an E-Tech or an E-Tech rocket launcher that I really liked. But it so you would shoot it, and if you shot it in the air, that's when it would do the most damage, because you would shoot it and it would split, and it would effectively be raining its own projectiles. Vladof E-Tech RPG. Okay. But yeah, the Prasma, I love that. That was like, it probably does a decent amount of damage, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But my favorite thing to do with it is to have Salvador use the grog nozzle, get drunk, and then just start just shooting that thing off, and just seeing how many projectiles I can get to rain down on people. Yeah, the splash is really small, but it's spread. Jeez, dude, calm down. I get it, you have a rocket launcher. But yeah, the splash isn't very big, but its spread is pretty damn big. So I guess it kind of makes up for it, but again, I think Borderlands 1 kind of left me a little jaded against rocket launchers. But did I already get it? Might have. Scavenger, sniper. Oh, I did, okay. I remember watching somebody, I think it was Axton, because I think one of his skills is, it's like whatever damage you do, whatever kills it, or you kill with it, it gets translated to the next person you shoot, or into the next round you shoot. And he used the harpoon. And yeah, it was another one of those instances where he was able to just kill Hyperius in one shot with it. So, I mean, that's another thing I really appreciate about the Borderlands series, is you can build characters so many different ways, and because you always get different types or different loadouts of weapons, you can play the game any way you really want to, and unless you just hardcore farm for stuff, I mean, you can be versatile with this game, but like, say if I played predominantly a shotgun build, I can either have this shotgun, which is just kind of, you know, your basic purple, it's okay. But if I played this, and instead of this I had like the vitriolic crux, the gameplay would change completely, because that one is just, it's so focused on DPS with corrosive. And I think the only thing that kind of mitigates that is, or kind of meters that, I should say, is like the chemical lands. Let's farm snowman. Oh jeez. See, I don't mind the mercenary day, but just what does he drop? Because they're like, I haven't played Borderlands 2 in quite a while. I played it last year from July to November. Literally anything. Okay, that's a pretty big loot pool. Yeah, it's a very large loot pool. Which is good. I mean, it's good and bad. But yeah, because I remember I was trying to farm Saturn for the longest time because everyone's like, oh yeah, he drops this. And like, he supposedly dropped the Hive, or had the best chances to drop the Hive. And I don't even know. Repeater on. Okay. See, that's one thing that I absolutely hate about this game, is repeaters are just, they're garbage. Like, the fire rate, to me, okay, I guess I should preface this. To me, in this game, repeaters are trash. Their fire rate's not good. Usually, if they are an elemental variant, they're not a high one. Like, I think repeaters started to get good in Borderlands 2, because, you know, that's when you started getting things like the Hornet, where you actually had decent burst fire, things like that. But, yeah, in this game, they're just like, they're just tragic.
Nailed it.
Nice. You know, I can't recall if my last repeater that I got that was a corrosive one was a Hornet.
This'll help.
But I think Borderlands 2 definitely polished a lot of their guns. Oh, I didn't see you. You're behind me. That's another thing that I really like, though, what they started doing with Borderlands 3 as well as Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, is they didn't make the majority of the weapons that deal exclusively high damage legendaries. A lot of the best weapons to get are blues and purples. So they pretty much took it away from, oh, you know, go ahead and just farm certain bosses, or I really wish I could just pick that back up. But so, like, you know how you can just go and farm certain vending machines or enemies to get just like the good legendaries? Well, it turns out like purples are the go-to, so you just have to kind of farm better, but I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. You know what? Enjoy that. Thank you. Oh, wait, that wasn't all of it? Alright, rocket launcher. Shoots fire. See, then that's a burst fire. But the thing is that's 750. And the shotgun is effectively 100 times 7. So, I don't know. I mean, I can see that if you hit somebody... We're going to test this out. So, 8. So it shoots 5. The only reason, like, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, it's usually going to shoot the entire mag at once. The only reason why it didn't is because, what? I think it has to do with my comm. Yeah, magazine size. Okay. So yeah, like you said, it will shoot its entire... And see, another fucking rocket launcher. I mean, this one's ×3, so that's better. But...
You should be able to get into the mine now.
Like, I can get it. I understand that they do pretty good damage, but just your ammo pool is so small. So it's good, I guess, say if like you're down and you know they're right there and you just want to do a massive amount of damage, that's all well and good, but to me it's like you're relegating it. Oh, why do I have that? Actually, this is older, but I still use it. It's older, it's a lower level. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That... just Metal Storm, it's hard to argue with this skill. And especially with this gun, like, I love these anarchies. I need to go back to Jacob's Cove or another DLC, because I left 2 storage deck upgrades in the vending machine.
That you've been at war with elements of the local population, and you've now been contracted to assassinate one of their leaders. This type of unsanctioned mercenary activity undermines the stability of the region. You have been warned. Continued insurgent activities will not be tolerated. Abandon this futile pursuit and turn yourself in.
So this is one thing that I definitely noticed. You never get those dialogues with Commander Steele in the Borderlands 1 edition on PS3. At least I don't ever recall seeing that, because I've played Borderlands 1 probably more times than a person ever should play Borderlands. And I don't recall ever seeing that dialogue option. Actually, as well as a few others. Do you? I've never seen that one before until I got the Game of the Year edition. Because I bought my copy, I think, back in 2009, and my disc never gave that option to listen to that. That and another thing that I've noticed that they did in the Game of the Year edition is there are subtle subtle changes to the landscape in a variety of areas.
Mounting up.
Let me see. Hidden. I'd probably go get that journal real quick. But yeah, like certain areas of landscapes that are very easy to get hung up on with the vehicles, like walking areas, because like, you know, Lilith, she can't jump when she's in phase walk. There are certain areas that have been smoothed out though to where she can roll over them now. But
Day 172.
like I said, it's easier, it's more polished.
That girl, Shimei, was crushed
But
under an alien ruin that collapsed today.
I like it. It's a bundle.
Die right away and begged me to
And
put her out of her misery.
I take my
And she
Switch
showed
pretty
some
much
very
whenever I go on.
smile. I hesitated because she was the last one alive.
Here I am talking about how the landscape's
As she was
smooth, and I got
choking,
stuck on some
coughing
fucking
and dying,
boulders.
I tried to enjoy the
Alright,
interaction.
where are you at?
I imagined it to be a conversation, as I knew it was the last I would have for a while. I finally got around to smothering her so that I could continue my research. I could tell that she regretted the decision. The skags have been waiting for this meal for a while.
Phase jump.
Will not go hungry tonight.
What are you talking about? Actually, I might be able to pick your brain. Because it sounds like you might know some stuff about this game that I don't know. And actually, since we're on that topic, I'm going to see if you can answer a question for me. I don't know if this is something that somebody glitched or hacked, or used input commands of some sort. But early on, I was well, maybe a couple years into this game in end of the phase, you can walk and jump at the same frame. I guess I've never tried that before. Definitely have to try that. But anyways, so I'd be playing, and people would end up, they would be getting up here. Do you know how to do that? Because I'm guessing, because I've tried grenade jumping, haven't tried rocket launch jumping.
Smells like
But
off-worlder.
yeah, I've seen people, you know, kind of camping around up there. Grenade jumps, Maybe I just wasn't placing them correctly. Yeah, one of my last playthroughs, I never got claptrap. With rolling, you can throw a grenade at your turret and it duplicates.
Fray 'em and stay 'em.
From on top of the roof. Ah. Damn, now I want to try it.
Smells like off-worlder. How you liking our planet anyways?
Are you telling me, TK, I can't jump off your head? There we go. Okay. So if you were to do it, where do you normally place it? Like, I'm guessing, do you jump on top of the barrel? Like, say you have your turret right here, and then you just, like, grenade jump on top of the barrel? Or how does that work? Oh, that's not good for it. You can straight up with a duped grenade. Well, this will be something that I... Oh, what the hell? Yeah, that'll be up to something I do off camera, because I think I'm just going to end up killing myself. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that on my own time, because we're going to be here for hours until I actually get that, and, well, knowing my luck, I won't get it, and you're just going to be like, alright, well, I came here to watch Borderlands, not some jackass screw himself over. Alright, so gotta turn all those in. Turn these in, hopefully. I was about to say, by the time I get to level 50, or once I get to level 50, I'll be going and doing General Knox, or Fort Knox, I should say. Another fire, hopefully I can actually use this. Well, damn. I'm here to chat. I'm playing Minecraft for myself. Very cool. Yeah, that's one game I've never played before. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I've never played Minecraft before. Like, I really appreciate when people build, like, to scale-sized things. Like, I saw someone build the Starship Enterprise from Star Trek, and, like, it was to scale. Like, I thought that was super cool. Like, they were explaining how they had, like, 3 blocks on top of each other. Each block was 3 meters, so that would make it roughly 9 to 10 feet. Yeah, it was really cool. It had every single floor. It was mapped out, like, to scale. Like, someone built, I think, Lord of the Rings. Like, it was just done really well. Like, jeez, the whole Earth. Like, I know, isn't there, like, a library in Minecraft? That's like, that has like all the forbidden like books and stuff. Like, certain countries don't let their people read. Like, I think stuff like that is so cool.
Another notch on my weapon.
Jeez. Now, is that just like a contribution thing? Like, everyone kind of builds like a little bit and then they just contribute to like a file? Or how does that work?
Blowing them down.
Well, regardless, that's really impressive. I love games like that. I mean, sadly, I don't have the patience for stuff like that, but I can definitely appreciate the work that goes into games like that. Yes, you're mad, but I would be too if I got shot a million times. Actually, I can ask one of my buddies. He's very big into Minecraft. I've just never really I've never picked his brain about it before, but I'm sure that he could answer any questions that I have about it. go.
bites the dust.
No, I think the thing that I like most about it is that Minecraft allows for pretty much any form of literature or text to be accessed by anyone in the world. Because I know that there are some places in the world that they don't allow for certain things to be viewed, which I think is kind of screwed up. But I mean, especially if it's not like hate speech or anything, like I think you should be able to access anything. Jeez, my friend's kid is not happy. You just followed me in here for no reason, dude. Like, what the hell? Seriously, some of these creatures are just stupid. There's the monster. Man, so close.
Target's hit.
So, do you build things in Minecraft? Or, I heard there's a story mode. Survival mode. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I mean, is it kind of like just perpetual night mode where creepers are coming at you, or what?
Critical hit.
Do build, but more survival because... Okay. That's, oh man, that's something I haven't done in a long time. So I do like to play Diablo 3, and there are some trophies in it that are effectively, you know, beat the game in hardcore mode. Me personally, I hate hardcore mode because, I mean, if I die, then, well, shit, then you're dead. Like, that's just a lot of time gone down the drain. You have nothing to show for it. Like, you can't take risks. That's it. It's curtains. So, yeah, stuff like that I only do if it's for like a challenge. Other than that, no. That's fair, I guess. I mean, if you're not really investing a whole lot of time into it, then it's no biggie. But, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why I tried to moderate like that. Yeah. That was wild. So, I mean, I guess he had a typo or whatever, but Streamlabs, they tried to use a like a block on what you said. So that's another thing that I'm trying to find out how to adjust. But yeah, I can see that. Like, I've played games where it's just like, you know, games can last maybe 5-10 minutes long, and you just try to survive, which is cool. But yeah, when it comes to the games where you're like investing hours and hours of time into it, I generally don't play games like that. Just because it just feels like you don't really have anything to show for it. But then again, I'm not a very hardcore gamer. I mean, I got, you know, job, wife, kids, school. So, finding time to dedicate to into gaming and stuff, feel like I have to put more. Jeez, that's impressive. That is wild. Like, good for them. Yeah, stuff like that. I'm definitely impressive. Now, one thing that I really like watching is AGDQ, or Awesome Games Done Quick. I really like them because, one, there are a lot of games that I play, but also, I mean, a lot of their donations and stuff goes to, like, cancer research and stuff. I'm not sure if you're familiar with AGDQ, but yeah, just it's a lot of fun. Like, I watched somebody, they did Super Mario Odyssey in, I think, 3 hours. They got all 800 and something. The moons, I guess. Yeah, they got all of them in like 3 hours and something. Like, it was wild. I don't know if you've ever played Mario Odyssey, but I mean, there are some moons that you can get, and you have to plan on when and where you plant a certain seed. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, this guy had it down. Like, I think the only way he could have done it better is if he had, like, console commands or something like that. But yeah, it's just, I love stuff like that because it goes down to, like, your knowledge of the game, just like really good skills, just largely skill making. Well, hi, sweetheart. You want to go on a buggy ride? Okay, we will go on a buggy ride. Give me 15 minutes, okay? We'll go on a buggy ride in 15 minutes. Yes. Oh, no problem. I told him I was going to take him on a buggy ride, so I'll do that in 15 minutes, okay? Alright, sounds good. My daughters woke up from their nap and they came in asking to go on a buggy ride. So, and I promised them, so it's something that I gotta do. So in 15 minutes, I am going to dip out, but I will be back on at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm not sure what time zone that you're in right now, but that's just to give you an idea of when I game or when I stream. And that way, if you wanted to come back, then just knowing that's when I will be here. But I'm going to be doing this for up until 3:30 my time. I am guessing that... So I don't want to... I don't know how to say your name. Is it Lewis GG, Levels GG, Levi's? Regardless, thank you for the follow-up. I definitely do appreciate it. Well, it's 1 a.m. here. Finland! You got school tomorrow. Okay. Very cool. I recently, well, the last time I was over in Europe, aside from living in Italy, I was in Estonia, and I had a lot of fun there. I was there for 3 months, and then I went to Bulgaria for 3 months.
It's like having another soldier on the beach.
Yeah, so I definitely, in my schedule, I'll have to double check, but I've made sure to to that I included my time zone, because I had a couple people message me and say, hey, you said you're going to be on at this time, and you weren't, and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't put on my time zone. So I'll double check it again, but yeah, I just want to make sure that my information is correct, because like I said, I absolutely love Borderlands. I love talking to people about it. I mean, even if it's an older game, I mean, I still meet some of the coolest people that, I mean, especially like you were able to impart some knowledge about how to get up top there, and hopefully if I get a chance to work at it, hopefully I can master on how to get on top of the turret next to TK Baja's shack, and also try to practice jumping with Lilith as soon as she's getting out of her phase walk, because like, I've watched a lot of people play this game and I've never seen anybody attempt that before. So that'll be something cool to try, for sure. Alright, gotta go get Claptrap because... Oh, and one thing, if you didn't know, so in the Jacob's Cove, that Claptrap is... very cool. I was about to say, you're pretty knowledgeable. I mean, I guess you've tried a few more things than I have in this game. But in Jacob's Cove, so you know every time you get a repair kit for Claptrap, well, in the second playthrough, you don't get another storage deck upgrade. But the Claptrap that is in Jacob's Cove gives you a storage deck upgrade in the normal playthrough 1 and in playthrough 2. Every other Claptrap gives you a storage deck upgrade in playthrough 1 and then an item in playthrough 2. So I felt that was kind of neat.
Another notch on my whip.
But yeah, for Borderlands 2, my go-to is Salvador, just because, granted, he was Randy Pitchford. He was his idea, so of course he's going to be a little bit more overpowered than others. Just his DPS is unmatched. I mean, granted, like for like one-shots, Zero definitely kind of takes the cake on that, especially with like Boar and things like that. But for a level 80 character with OP 10 gear with Salvador, his damage output is unsurpassed. Just especially because he has one skill that you fire faster and faster and faster. Give a chance to get a sword, don't forget to play G2 at the sick.
Oh, you know that.
So that I'm not sure. Where are you getting your information on that? Because like I said, I have built so many characters in this game, and the only one I've ever gotten a storage deck upgrade from was the Claptrap in Jacob's Cove, and I think the other one is in the Robot Revolution. Other than that, every other Claptrap drops, I think, either a grenade mod or something else. But again, I'm human, I could absolutely be wrong. Alright, so I got that. Let's see, we have 7 minutes. I could probably wipe out this habitat. I usually give grenade mods, but sometimes. Okay. I guess RN Jesus has never smiled upon me then. Hey, buddy. Actually, you know what? Fire. Well, all things considered, I'm guessing you know about the exploit for Fort Knox, the whole falling through the floor thing, so you don't have to race against the timer to get the chance at using the entire armory. Kind of a gee whiz, but I always ask people just because. Okay. Ah, that sucks. You're talking about the mission Mop Up after you kill all the Crimson Lance to be able to go back through it. I did that one time because I accidentally got one of the portions of that mission, and yeah, it did the same thing to me. But there's also a way if it soft locks you out of that red barrier, there's a way that you can jump up the wall. You grenade jump up it, and then it gives you a way to go back into it. I saw a video of somebody doing it. I tried it. I wasn't good enough to do it, but I saw some guy actually do it, and I was like, oh, okay, so even if you soft lock it, you can still go ahead and do it. But, I mean, it takes a bunch of more steps. Damn. Looks like I'm not going to be able to do T-Bone Junction until just about getting to Firestone. Or, I'm sorry, New Haven. Sad day. Let's see.
Who needs a real doctor when you got
Rifle.
machines in there scary things?
So that'll probably give me enough time to get back to turn in a couple quests. Well, that's not too bad. You said it's 1 a.m. there right now.
I got the ride.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, if I'm gonna be gaming at 8 p.m. my time, it's gonna be early your time. So 8, 1, 2, so 10 hours? 8, 9, 10, yeah. A 10-hour difference, so yeah, actually you'll probably be asleep. Yeah, that'll be difficult. No, I wouldn't. Wait, no, you'll be in school. Yeah, 11? I got on top of the turret. Well, hopefully I can master doing that by the time I see you next time. Because now I'm just like, man. Yeah, I've seen people do it a few times, and I'm like, man, how did they get up there? Because I mean, I've done an entire playthrough where, you know, where Claptrap gets blasted right here, and I would just grenade jump over the wall because I was like, let's see if I can do a never return to Claptrap build. But yeah, I'll have to work on that because I mean, it's just kind of gee whiz just to be able to say I've done it. But yeah, definitely will be fun to try for sure. But well, hey man, I gotta get going. It was awesome talking to you about Borderlands. It was a lot of fun. You sound really knowledgeable about this, and I can't wait to talk to you in the future about it. But like I said, I promised my daughters a ride around the neighborhood, so I gotta honor it. But absolutely, I look forward to talking to you again more on this, and I'll see you later.